All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Have you ever felt totally frustrated by those expensive, lockdown smart devices? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to see how we can build a vastly superior, completely local smart home from scratch. We're talking a whole new approach to home automation using the ESP32 and ESPHome. Because let's face it, the modern commercial smart home has a massive problem. These off-the-shelf devices rely super heavily on cloud servers, they have a nasty habit of just breaking when vendor APIs change, and man, they cost an absolute fortune. Just think about a standard Ring doorbell, right? It costs around $200 for the device itself, plus you're shelling out $100 per year cloud storage subscription just to keep your own footage, source notebook. It's crazy. Actually, as XDA developers put it, quote, once you realize how easy it is to define a sensor in ESPHome and have it appear in Home Assistant, the commercial smart home aisle starts looking a lot less magical. XDA 2026. And our secret weapon against this commercial trap? The humble $5 ESP32 board. When you pair this tiny, dirt-cheap piece of hardware with the right sensors and ESPHome software, you can bypass all of those commercial hurdles entirely. Source notebook. To help you grasp how this all comes together, we're going to cover 1. The smart home problem. 2. ESP32 and ESPHome explained. 3. Easy automations like lights and laundry. 4. Intermediate setups for cameras, air, and plants. 5. Advanced stuff like voice and dashboards. And finally, 6. The ultimate cost breakdown. So let's jump straight into section 1, the smart home problem. Look, the commercial ecosystem is incredibly expensive and honestly, pretty restrictive. A single Nest temperature sensor costs $40 and forces you to use a Google account, source notebook. A smart air quality monitor, that'll run you $80, locking your data to the cloud, source notebook. Between these expensive sensors and cloud-only voice assistants that are literally sending your audio to corporate servers, you are paying top dollar for hardware while basically surrendering your data. All right, moving on to section 2, ESP32 and ESPHome explained. So what's the magic sauce here? It's a piece of software called ESPHome, and it converts a tiny $5 ESP32 development board into a remarkably powerful smart device, ESPHome.io. It's basically open source firmware designed specifically for boards like the ESP32 and ESP8266 operating 100% on your local network. This is absolutely huge. It means zero cloud dependency, zero subscriptions, and complete data privacy. And the best part, it uses simple YAML configuration files. It's kind of like following a recipe rather than needing to know complex C++ coding. Oh, and after the very first time you plug it in, it supports over-the-air updates. You never have to plug it into your computer again. Setting the whole thing up is an incredibly simple 6-step process. You just open your ESPHome dashboard, click New Device, name it, select the ESP32 board type, plug it in via USB, and hit Install ESPHome. This first flash literally takes just 2 to 3 minutes. Once it's done, the device automatically pops up in Home Assistant via its native API, completely ready for you to use. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. Section 3, Easy Automations for Lights and Laundry. Let's start with our beginner 1-star difficulty projects to really build your confidence with this hardware. Our very first build costs roughly $7 total. By combining a $5 ESP32 board, a $1 HCSR 501 PIR sensor, and a $1 5V relay module, you can build a system that triggers your lights automatically. The PIR sensor detects motion within a 3 to 7 meter range at a 120-degree angle. Now, a quick heads up, because the relay switches mains voltage, practicing electrical safety is absolutely critical here. Next up is this ingenious $6 laundry notifier. This uses an SW420 vibration sensor, which costs about 50 cents, taped right to the top or side panel of your washing machine, XDA 2025. The logic here is brilliant. If no vibration is detected for a 5-minute stretch, Home Assistant knows the wash is done, and it pings your phone directly via Telegram, XDA 2025. No more guessing. Let's step it up a notch with Section 4, Intermediate Builds for Cameras, Air, and Plants. Moving into our 2-star difficulty home replacements. Instead of buying a $200 Ring doorbell, you can actually build a DIY doorbell camera for about $15 XDA 2026. It uses the ESP32 cam module and a simple push button. It streams local MJPEG video at a resolution of 1024 by 768 at 10 frames per second. And since it's completely local, your snapshots are saved directly to your Home Assistant's media folder without ever sending a single frame of footage to the cloud. XDA 2026. For about $10 each, You can totally conquer air and plant care, XDA 2025. You can build an air quality alert system using a $3 MQ135 gas sensor that detects CO2 and smoke, paired with a 50-cent passive buzzer for alerts. Or you can build a smart plant waterer using a $3 5V submersible pump and a $2 capacitive soil moisture sensor, XDA 2025. Actually, that specific sensor choice is super important. You really need a capacitive sensor because it won't corrode in a matter of weeks like the cheaper resistive ones do, XDA 2025. All right, time for Section 5 Advanced Setups for Voice and Dashboards. Now for the 3-star difficulty projects that truly modernize your home. Big Tech's smart speakers can't even function without phoning home to corporate servers. But guess what? You can build a completely local voice assistant, XDA 2026. For the easiest route, you can grab the ReSpeaker Lite board for about $25, which features a dual mic array and speakers. Or if you're feeling adventurous with a DIY approach, you can combine an ESP32-S3 board with an INMP441 microphone and a Max 98357A amplifier for roughly $17, XDA 2026. Both of these options utilize the free Whisper add-on for local speech-to-text and the Piper add-on for text-to-speech right inside Home Assistant. And for a physical interface to control all this, you can completely avoid commercial smart displays that cost over $150 and push unwanted apps, XDA 2026. Instead, you can spend about $7 on a basic ESP32 and a 0.96-inch OLED screen to read basic text, or if you want something truly advanced, you can get an Elecro Crowpanel 10.1-inch ESP32P4 touchscreen for just $60, XDA 2026. That gives you a full graphical touchscreen UI running entirely locally. Which brings us to Section 6, the ultimate cost breakdown. So how does this all stack up? If you were to buy commercial equivalents for all 7 of these setups we just talked about, the motion lights, appliance notifiers, video doorbells, air monitors, plant waterers, voice assistants, and dashboards, it would cost you roughly $690 up front, plus $100 a year in subscriptions. The DIY ESP32 route, it costs around $80 one time. That is it. But frankly, this is the most important number to take away from this entire explainer. $0. Source notebook. You pay absolutely $0 in monthly subscription fees for total privacy, because all of the processing happens entirely locally on your own home network. When you harness the power of a simple $5 ESP32 board, ESPHome, and Home Assistant, it's time to stop renting your hardware and start actually building it, XDA 2026. You get better privacy, far deeper customization, and you save literally hundreds of dollars. So, looking at these 7 projects we've explored today, what is your first local build going to be?